Children, next topic, salts. What are salts? Already we discussed. Name of the chapter, acid, bases, salt. Salts are compound. How they are formed? Whenever acid reacts with bases, the compound formed is called salt. So, what is salt? Salt is a compound formed whenever an acid reacts with base. What the compound formed? Compound formed is salt and water. What is this? Word equation. Take an example of acid, HCl. HCl is an acid. It reacts with base, NaOH. What do we get? Salt. NaCl plus water. Whenever acid reacts with base, the compound formed is salt and water. Salt is a compound formed whenever acid reacts with the base. This is the definition of salt. Or you can say salt is the compound form or salt is the compound form when, see children, what is this? HCl. Yeah. What is this? Base. When hydrogen of an acid is replaced by metal ion, what is the compound form? Sodium chloride, which is salt and water. Same definition expressing in a different way. What is a salt? Salt is a compound form whenever acid reacts with base, or salt is a compound form when the hydrogen of an acid is replaced by metal atom of the base. This is the base. The sodium replaces hydrogen from acid. What is formed? NaCl plus water. This is the definition of what, children? Salts. Understood? Yeah. Then come to the properties of salts. Like acids and bases. Acids are what? Acids turn blue litmus paper red. Bases turn red litmus paper blue. So, properties. What the action of pH on salts? Action of salts on pH paper. Now, salt. For example, take sodium chloride, then potassium chloride, then hydrogen sulfate, H2SO4, hydrogen sulfate, SR sulfate, formed from sulfuric acid. Not hydrogen sulfate is sulfuric acid. Sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. What are they, children? They are all salts. What are the properties of salts? Salts are neither acidic nor basic. So, you cannot call it as an acid. You cannot call it as a base because there is no hydrogen here. Yes or no? Yes. There is no base here, OH. Yes or no? They are the children. So salt has two parents. What are they? Acid and base. Neither acidic nor basic. They are neutral. Understood? So, come to properties of bases. Bases are what, children? Bases are solids. Then bases are ionic compounds. They are ionic compounds. They are formed from ions. Which ion? Hydrogen ions of an acid and hydrogen ions of a base. H and OH combines to form salt. From this, what is formed? Cl. From this, who combines? Na. Na plus Cl gives NaCl. As are no, children. Sodium chloride is a salt. They are that ionic compound. When they dissolve in water, what do we get? Hydrogen ions, sodium ions and chloride ions. They are formed from ions. They are ionic compounds. Then they are electrolytes. Like water and like acid and base. They are electrolytes. Means what? They conduct electricity in aqueous form. Yes or no, children? And they are neutral. They are neutral towards pH paper. They are neutral towards pH. Litmus paper. Sorry. Litmus paper. They are neutral towards pH paper. Why? Acid still blue litmus paper red, base still red litmus paper blue. These being neutral, neither they turn red litmus to blue or blue litmus to red. Then pH. What the pH of salt? pH of salt is what? pH is 7. We studied in pH paper. pH paper ranges from what, children? 0 to 14. Which is the midpoint? Midpoint. Midpoint is what? 7. Midpoint is 7. What is that? Neutral. We said water, your salts are neutral. Like that, if you go down, what is the pH? It will be acidic. If you go up, what will happen? They are basic. Acidic and basic. As the pH increases from 7 and above, there will be strong bases. 7 and below, they are strong acids. Here, pH is exactly 7. Neither they are acid nor base. They are neutral. Yes or no, children? Yes. Then, this is about definition of salt. Then properties of salts. Or just one or two more questions will come from this topic. Now, take a salt. Take a salt. Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is a salt which we use in kitchen. We call it as namak. Namak in Hindi. Isn't it? Sodium chloride is a salt. Understood? Salt. Sodium chloride is a salt. Normally we say salt with sodium chloride. But salt refers to the general name. It's a general name of salt. Salt doesn't refer to sodium chloride. Sometimes sodium chloride is also called salt. But salt refers to a general name. It's general name for all salts, not only for sodium chloride. But when we say salt, people say that sodium chloride, the salt is used for sodium chloride. It's not only for sodium chloride, it's a general name for all the salts. Please remember. Sometimes salt means we say sodium chloride, but it is not true. It is true for all the salts. Understood, children? Yeah. Now, I said salt has two parts. Yes or no, children? Sodium chloride is a salt. It has two parts. What is that? Sodium ion and chloride ion. Sodium comes from whom, children? Sodium comes from base. Base. Then chloride. It contains chloride, comes from acid. It has two parents, acid and base. Yes or no, children? So they have positive ions called cations. Then they have got negative ions called anions. They have got two parts. One is cation, one is anion. Cation, positive ion, comes from the base. Anion comes from acid. What is NaOH, children? Base. What is HCl? Acid. Yes or no, children? Yes. So it has got two parents. It is a baby of two parents. Like we have two parents, father and mother. Salt also has two parents. What is that? Acid and base. Acid gives H plus ions and Cl minus ions. Base gives Na plus ions and OH minus ions. Na combines with Cl. Na of base combines with Cl of acid to give salt and water. I said salt has two ions. Na plus cations, Cl minus anions. Positive ion comes from base. Negative ion comes from acid. Yes or no, children? Yes. Now, come children. Acids. How many types of acids we know? Acids. Yeah. Salts are formed from acids. Yes or no, children? Now, salts are HCl. Salts are formed from salt has two parents. Yes or no, children? Acid and a base. Salt is a baby formed from two parents. Acid and base, father and mother. Salts of HCl. Salts of H2SO4. Then salts of HNO3. Salts of salts of acidic acid CH3COOH, salts of carbonic acid, salts of carbonic acid. What is the formula of carbonic acid, children? H2CO3. Any salt is left? Any salt is left? 5 salts. 5 different types of salt. Salts are formed from hydrochloric acid. Salts are formed from sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Salts are formed from HNO to nitric acid. Salts are formed from acetic acid. Salts are formed from carbonic acid. Which are the salts of hydrochloric acid, children? Chlorides. Chloride. Salt derived from chlorine are called chlorides. Hydrochloric acid. Because we say sodium chloride now. Sodium chloride is the salt of hydrochloric acid. Salts of sulfuric acid are called sulfates. I told you, children, in the beginning, anything else with 8 is a salt. Yes or no? It ends with ide also, chloride. For chloride, salts of hydrochloric acid are chloride, but whatever ends with 8, that is suffix is salt. Salts of nitric acid, they are called nitrates. See, children, again 8. Ends with 8 is a salt. Salts of acetic acid, they are called acetates. Acetate, see, ends with 8. Salts of carbonic acid, what are they called? They are called carbonates. Again, children, ends with letter word 8. 8 salts of carbonic acid, carbonates, 8. Salts of acetic acid, acetates, 8. Salts of nitric acid, nitrates, ends with 8. Salts of sulfuric acid, ends with sulfates, 8. Only salts of hydrochloric acid doesn't end with 8, but still it is salt. Understood, children? So, this is the what salts of different salts formed from different acids. How many acids, children? First one is hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid, carbonic acid. Understood, children? So, we will go to next topic.
Start.
Dear children, next small topic, family of salts. What do you mean by family of salts? I told you, salt has 2 parents. Yes or no? Salt, like sodium chloride, has 2 parents. Yes or no? Sodium comes from, this comes from base. This comes from acid. So, salt is the product from, when our acid reacts with the base, what do we get? Salt. Salt is formed from acid and the, as a reaction of, result of the reaction between acid and a base. Now, family of salts. Yeah, salt has 2 products, cation and anion. Understood? Yeah. Now, the salts, if they have same cation, then they are said to belong to same family of salts. Or, if the anion is same, then they are said to belong to same family of salts. What is that? We will see, children. Now, take for example, what is family of salts? Either they should have same positive ion cation or same negative ion, that is anion. Take now sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. What the first name, children? Sodium. Same cation. Then sodium sulfate. Then sodium sulfate. See, children. Now you understood. Now we got the hint. What is it? The cation is same. Sodium chloride, sodium sulfate. The anion part is different. Then sodium carbonate formed from carbonic acid. Carbonate. Then sodium acetate. Sodium acetate formed from acetic acid. Last one, sodium nitrate. Yes or no, children? See here, what is common? Cation is common. First part is common. They belong to same family of salts. Why? Cation part is same. Yes or no, children? Come to the second part. What is that? Anions are same. Cations are different. Here, Anions are different, cations are same. Next family of salts, come here. Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride children. So, what is common here? Copy the first one and tell me. Second one. Now sodium chloride, you should not say sodium sulfate. You can say zinc sulfate. Zinc sulfate. You might have got that hint. No, sorry. So zinc chloride. Zinc chloride. Anion part should be same. Anion part should be same. Then calcium chloride. Calcium chloride. CaCl2. Calcium chloride. Then magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride. Then children, aluminum chloride. Aluminum chloride. They are said to belong to same family of salts. Here cations are same. Sodium. Here anions are same, but cations are different. So this is one group. They belong to same family of salts. Why same? Why the word same? Because anions are, cations are same. Anions are different. They also belong to same family of salts. Which salt? Anions are same. Cations are different. This is a small and interesting topic, children. You should know. It will not come for exam. May or may not come. It's a different issue. This is the foundation for the chemistry for your higher class. Family of salts and salts of different acids. What is that? Salt formed from hydrochloric acid chloride. Salts of sulfuric acid called sulfate. Salts of nitric acid are called nitrate. Salts of acetic acid are called acetate. Salts of carbonic acid are called carbonates. Understood, children? Easy. Small topic is over. Scoring topic. Then we'll go to different types of salts. Next one. Children, we already discussed about pH of salt. What is the pH of salt? pH of salt is 7. Salt is neither acidic nor neutral. Acids have pH less than 7. Who? Acid. pH less than 7 acids. pH more than 7 bases. pH is exactly 7. Neither acidic nor neutral. Neither acidic nor bases. Not more than 7, less than 7, exactly 7. But there are some salts, children, whose pH value will be more than or less than 7. How come? You may wonder. Come, let us see. Now, salts. How salts are formed? Salts are formed when acid reacts with base. What do we get? You already know that. Salt is formed and water. Understood, children? Now, this salt can be slightly acidic. What is the reason, children? As a result of strong acid. Acid is strong. When a strong acid reacts with base which is weak, NaOH, not NaOH, NH4OH, which is weak base. When strong acid reacts with weak base, what do we get, children? Acidic salt. Why acidic salt? Because it is formed from strong acid and weak base. What will be its pH? Its pH will be less than 7. pH is equal to less than 7. Whose pH is less than 7? Acidic salt. Understood? Then Then come to next type of salt. Which is the next type of salt? Basic salt. Basic salt. Now you might have got the hint. What is basic salt? Basic salt is the salt formed by strong base and weak acid. Strong base and weak acid. Which is the acid? Acid is H2CO3, carbonic acid, which is weak, and strong acid, NaOH. NaOH. What do we get? Salt and water. What is this basic salt? Weak acid, strong base. Strong base. What is the nature of the salt? Basic salt, children. Basic salt. Yes or no? What the pH? pH will be what? pH will be more than 7. More than 7. Exactly 7 neutral. We discussed previously acidic salt. pH less than 7. pH more than 7. Basic salt. Yes or no? Yes. Then acidic salt, basic salt, normal salt. Salt can be normal. How it is possible? It is because of strong acid and strong base. Acid is strong. Acid is strong. Base is also strong. Then the salt formed is what? Salt formed normal salt. Normal salt. Like acid strong, base is also strong. Which is strong acid? Inorganic acid HCl. Strong base NaOH, KOH. What is the salt form? NaCl. It is normal salt. pH will be exactly equal to 7 children. Understood? Okay. We will go to the next one. Dear children, now we will discuss about few salts individually. First one is common salt. What is common salt? Sodium chloride. Common salt name doesn't refer to sodium chloride. I told in the beginning. Common salt is sodium chloride is also common salt, but it's a general name for all salts. Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride formula is what, children? NaCl. NaCl. Source. How do you get common salt, children? Naturally. We get it naturally. So, what is the source of common salt? Naturally from seawater. From underground deposits. Underground deposits. How do you get it from seawater, children? Seawater is made to seawater is collected in a large shallow pool. Understood? Seawater, because we require salt in large quantities. In industries, they consume large quantities or huge quantity of salt. From seawater, which is a mixture of, it not only doesn't contain sodium chloride common salt, it's a mixture of many salt, but large amount of sodium chloride common salt. This seawater is made to collect in a big well or large pool, which is not shallow. Shallow means not very deep. It is collected in a shallow pool or well. Then what happens? Then it is made to evaporate. Due to sun's heat, water gets evaporated and salt will be left behind. This salt will have many impurities. The impurities is removed. Then what we get is pure common salt, that is sodium chloride, children. Understood? Then underground deposits. Now you may wonder, how come common salt along with other salts get deposited under the ground in large, like a large rock, underground deposit. It is also called rock salt. Why? Salt gets deposited in the form of a rock under the ground. You may wonder, how come it gets deposited in the form of a rock, which is called rock salt, underground salt? Because of, so rock salt is formed under the ground by the evaporation of or drying of what? Seas. Ancient seas thousands of years ago. Rock salt is not formed in an overnight, children, or within few months or few years. It is because of drying of seas thousands of years ago. When seawater gets evaporated, what is left? Salt. Salt goes on accumulating, leading to the formation of rock salt. Again, this rock salt, what is made? It consists of many salts apart from common salt. Then this rock salt is purified, and it is mined. So it is obtained by mining. Mining of what? Like we apply the process of mining for coal, no? Extraction of coal. Same method we use it for mining of salt from rock salt from the underground. And this salt will be very impure. The impurities are removed. What we get is common salt, which is sodium chloride. This is about sodium chloride source. One is seawater, other one is underground deposit. Then second topic under common salt users. What are uses of common salt, children? We already used. We use it in cooking of food. Cooking of food. Why? To make the food tasty. Yes or no? Yes. Then it is used as a preservative. It is used as preservative. Preservative in what, children? It is used as a preservative in fish, meat, and pickles. Yes or no? Yes. Then it is used as a raw material for many chemicals, children. Many chemicals like sodium carbonate, washing soda, sodium hydrogen carbonate, baking soda. Then NaOH, caustic soda, sodium hydroxide. In the preparation of, in the making of chlorine, in the making of hydrogen, in the making of metal sodium. This is the third use of common salt. Also, it is used in the manufacture of soap, children. It is used in the manufacture of soap. These are the few important uses of common salt. Then fifth one, children, I write it here only. It is used in melting of ice. In cold countries, what happens, children? During winter, ice gets accumulated in the form of huge rocks in cold countries like European countries. There, the salt is poured on it. See, then what happens? Road gets blocked because of accumulation of ice in large, huge quantity in the form of a rock. How to melt it? So, when small ice can be melted by hitting from the hammer, you can crush it. So, when ice is formed like rock, what do? They pour salt over it. Then what happens? Ice gets melted. So, these are the uses of common salt. It is used in the cooking of food to make the food tasty. It is used as a preservative in fish, meat, and pickles. It is used in the manufacture of other raw materials like sodium carbonate, washing soda, sodium hydrogen carbonate, baking soda, sodium hydroxide, caustic soda, in the making of and manufacture of chlorine, Cl2. It looks like ClZ. Chlorine, hydrogen, and metal sodium. Then it is used in the manufacture of soap. Also, it is used for melting of ice in European countries during winter. This is end of common salt. We will go to next salt. Our next salt, second salt, caustic soda, children, which is sodium hydroxide, commonly called caustic soda. So caustic soda is prepared from common salt, previous salt. Again, this is the starting material for many chemicals in industry. So it is produced in large quantity. How it is prepared? It is prepared from brine. One more question, children. Brine, not brain. is located inside head, not brain, it is brain. What's the next topic? Caustic soda, which is popularly called sodium hydroxide. Common name is caustic soda, symbol NaOH. It is used in industry in large quantities. It is a starting material for many chemicals in industry. So it is produced in large quantities. And starting material for caustic soda is sodium chloride, common salt. How it is prepared? It is prepared from brine. What is brine? Brine is concentrated aqueous solution of sodium chloride. What is brine? One more question. Concentrated aqueous solution of sodium chloride is called brine, children. So brine is the raw material or starting material for what? For caustic soda, sodium hydroxide. Let us see the reaction. Now sodium chloride is what? Concentrated as well as aqueous. What do we get, children? NaCl react with H2O to form NaOH, H2O plus Cl2. So this is brine. Aqueous containing some amount of water, concentrated hydrochloric sodium chloride, aqueous concentrated sodium chloride. It gives what? NaOH, H2 plus Cl2. Hydrogen, chlorine, sodium hydroxide. There are three byproducts are formed, children. Yes or no? Yes. This is called brine. Concentrated aqueous sodium chloride. Understood, children? So this process by which caustic soda prepared is called chlor-alkali process. Chlor-alkali process. It will come for one more question. What is brine? Definitely. Or what is chlor-alkali process? See, children, it is a process in which chlorine, Cl2 and alkali. What is alkali? I taught you, I gave the explanation about alkali bases. What is water? Alkalis are bases, but bases are not alkalis. Who are alkalis? Water soluble bases are called alkalis. Others are called simply bases. Which are water soluble alkalis? Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. They are called alkali. What is chlor-alkali process? It is a process in which an alkali as well as chlor. Chlor comes from chlorine or form. It is called chlor-alkali process. That's all, my children. Yes. So again, it's a small topic. Then directly come to users. Users of sodium hydroxide. Where it is used, children? It is used in the manufacture of paper. It is used in the manufacture of paper. Then it is used in the manufacture of soaps and detergents. Then it is used in the purification of bauxite ore. From which aluminium is manufactured. What is bauxite? Al2O3. Then where it is used, children? It is used in degreasing of metals. Degreasing means what? Removing grease from metals. Degreasing of metals. Then where it is used? It is used in the manufacture of artificial fiber. It is used in the manufacture of artificial fiber. Which is artificial fiber, children? Rayon. It is used in the manufacture of metals. Used in the manufacture of metal. It is used in the manufacture of artificial fiber, which is rayon in textile industry. These are the uses of caustic soda. What are the uses? Caustic soda, NA, which is used in the manufacture of paper, soaps and detergents. Third one, the extraction of, the purification of bauxite ore from which aluminium is extracted metal. Bauxite is ore of aluminium, that's aluminium oxide. Degreasing of metals and the manufacture of artificial fiber like rayon. Yes or no, children? So this is the uses of caustic soda. Okay. So this is the uses of what, children? Sodium hydroxide. Yes or no? Then next we'll discuss. The next topic is what? Again, three products are formed. What are they? Apart from caustic soda, we'll discuss next uses of hydrogen and chlorine, which are the two more products which is formed along with caustic soda. Our next topic.